Hey, this is Elizabeth Potts Weinstein, and this video is called, I just don't give a crap about $1 million. So I used to think that there was something wrong with me because I wasn't motivated by money. That actually the reason I wasn't motivated by money wasn't because money didn't motivate me, but because I had some limiting belief about money, some sort of middle class guilt for being rich, and I was afraid of being rich, and so that's why I wasn't making $1 million or whatever it is. What I've come to understand is that I'm just personally not motivated by the $1 million. And if there's anything wrong with that, it can buy a lot of really cool stuff and make life, easier to handle. But that's not what personally gets me going in the morning. And this has really been coming up when I've been figuring out, what do I want my life to be like in 6 months, in 5 years, whatever that is. What are my motivating factors? And I don't want to use the word goals because you know how I hate that word goals, but thinking about how do I want things to be if I could write out my perfect day, like Sandy Grayson says in her journaling book. What would I be doing? What would that perfect life be designed as? And so it's really important for me to know how to make decisions and how I'm going to do things in my business and what things I'm going to be launching. I have to first understand what I want. So the number one thing for me is a kind of lifestyle. And what I want in my perfect day and my perfect kind of life, I don't want to live in just one place. I would love to live in multiple places. And I don't know if I would buy places, if I would be renting, if I would just be traveling for a fair amount of the year. I want to go to different cities all over the world and not just go there and be a traveler, but already know people who live there, right? People who I can tweet up with in just random places all over. People who I'm already connected with and I already have a relationship with, who can show me the other side of a city, not the tourist side, but how people really live. And the thing is, I don't want to have to wait to have $1 million or whatever to create that lifestyle. There's ways to do it on a shoestring budget, to be creative and be entrepreneurial about creating both a business and a lifestyle that enables me to have that kind of travel and make connections with people all over the world. The second thing is about experiences. Back when I was a teenager, I heard this motivational speaker. The first time I ever heard a motivational speaker speak at my high school, and there was 1,600 kids in the audience who were all in the gifted programs at the various high schools in town. And one of the things the assignments he gave us was to make a list of 100 goals that you want to achieve in your lifetime. Because, this was the late 80s, so goals was a really big deal, right? And he said, there's only probably 3 or 4 people, this entire audience of 1,600 people who are actually going to make that list. So you be the person who does that, right? And I was like, God damn it, I want to be the person in this audience who does that. And I went home and I made my list of 100 things. And, I wish I could hold it up. I wish I had that list. But I can picture it in my head. I can picture what was written down on that paper. And it wasn't stuff I wanted to buy. It was experiences I wanted to have. So I want to travel, not just to Europe and places like that, which I eventually want to do, but I want to go to Alaska and New Zealand. I want to go to the Galapagos Islands. I want to go to Antarctica and walk on ice that's like millions and millions of years old. I want to fly in a hot air balloon over, to Africa Safari Plains or whatever. I want to jump out of an airplane. I want to chase an eclipse. Like you can go on these cruise ships, like the little tiny cruise ships, then you follow an eclipse as it goes across the ocean. I want to be on national TV. It's funny, I don't actually care about being on it all the time. I just want to do it once. I want to sing on a stage. God, that sounds scary. I want to climb mountains. Like, if you climb on tops of peaks, they have this little register at the top, and you pull it open, and you can see everybody who's climbed the mountains. I absolutely love doing that. I want to, walk on the moon. I mean, it's going to take me a little while to figure out how to do that one, but I want to walk on the moon. The third thing is about connecting. I want to connect all these people together. I don't know if it's because I'm a lawyer and I have all these credentials or what the deal is, but I seem to be able to bridge for people, be able to talk to both the logical, analytical, credentially people as well as the spirit-based, intuitive people, and I will bring both those sides together. And really what I want to do is be able to bring together all the people who are in the same movement. And that's what the idea is behind the Live Your Truth project, is how can we bring together all these people who are on this journey, people who are all over the world. Think what we can do once we bring all these people together. And I don't know what that is. Once I bring all these people together, once I'm traveling in all these places and connecting all these people, I don't know what it is we're going to do. I guess we're going to be living our collective truth, whatever that is. But those three things are the things that really get me going and get me motivated. I just need to make enough money to be able to pay for them. So there's a couple takeaways I want you to have. Number one is you don't have to be motivated by money. You need to make enough money to be able to pay for your food and stuff like that, but you don't have to be motivated by money. You could be motivated by something else, and it's important to figure out what that is. What's your passion? And then customize your business and customize your life to make that be what you do all day. And the other takeaway I want you to have is if you resonate with what I'm talking about, I want you to come along and I want you to join up. And the first place to start is to go ahead and join us on the Live Your Truth Project. I have all kinds of other amazing things we're going to be doing together, many of which I have not yet downloaded from the universe. And many of the things I'm going to be asking you what you guys want. But definitely join me on this project, and I look forward to being on this wonderful adventure with you. Hold on, there's someone walking down the sidewalk. So I'm filming next to a junk pile. Yes. It's glamorous. I want to scuba dive. I want to run an Ironman triathlon. I also want to learn how to swim, which, I probably need to learn how to swim before I can do the Ironman or the scuba diving.